I'm going to do a video on our chicken compost system, and I'm going to show you which would be stage 4-ish in the system. I'm getting ready to put a ring inside their greenhouse and fill it full of what's in their greenhouse in stage 3. Hopefully I can do this and they don't come out. Sorry for jerking the camera around. Excuse me, ladies. Watch out. There. Pinned that one down. I got her pinned. Oh, get in there. Get inside. They try to get out of the gate, and you got the gate open. It's warmed up a little bit today. We got the back end opened in here too. And I dug all the compost out of this area that's back by their back door area. I'm going to put this ring in. I don't know if this camera doesn't show justice, but that compost is deep. It is looking. That stuff looks amazing. I'm excited about what we can do this spring with what we got. To this, I'm doing this in here for 2 reasons. One reason, I want it to heat up. Excuse me. Reason number 1, I want it to heat up and to make sure all the weed seeds are gone, which I'm sure I ain't worried about. I'm not worried about any pathogens in it at all. I'm just worried about the seeds, the weed seeds that's still in here, possibly in here. I want them to be taken care of. So that's the one reason, the main reason I want it to heat up. They really, there's no other reason than that. For me, I feel confident enough with the chickens digging through it. There ain't no pathogens in there. And it needs a rest too, also. It needs a rest. It's been stirred around a lot. So they've been eating all the fungus out of it. Every time we move it around, they're eating all the fungal bacteria, all the fungal spores and whatnot in there. They're getting protein out of that part of it. So I'm just going to pile it up inside this ring, and this ring is the same ring as I've put out on the other end where all that straw and that is now outside of their little cattle panel area. So it's the same ring. I have one more. I thought about putting 2 in here and stacking it too high, or even making a taller one. And I also thought about putting it outside, but I want it in here because I'm thinking, and maybe I'm wrong, but I'm thinking if I do it inside here this weekend, or Thursday, today's Sunday, the 8th, this Thursday coming, our temperatures are supposed to be from the 40s in the morning down to 12 that night. So if this heats up, it should keep it warmer in here for them to enjoy being in here and out of the coop, because we don't feed them or water them in their coop. The only way they get fed and watered is if they get out of their coop and come out in their cattle panel structure. So if they want to eat, they got to come out here, and that's just, we do that just so they come out and get exercise and be happy, and they're happy when they're in here. So I'm just gonna put it all in here, fill this ring to the top with compost. Well, with this. Man, that is some good looking compost too, man. This here is some of the best looking stuff that we've ever produced. So earlier I give them 2 bales of straw outside in the snow, just to keep them out of my hair, basically. And some of them, like this little Turkin here, this little naked neck, she don't care. And some of them Rhode Island Reds, they don't care either. Most of them's outside enjoying the straw. This stuff is so nice that it's actually falling through the porch on pitchfork. Watch out there, Lee. Don't hurt you. So I guess what could happen, I don't know. I may put a tarp over this so they stay out of it, but I don't know for sure that I will yet. We'll see. I'll let it go for a few days and see. But I should have used a smaller than a 2x4 welded wire. I have some 1/2 inch I should have used. It's wanting to fall through, which is all right. I mean, I don't care that it does. But if they get in there and start scratching, they're going to knock it all back out, which I don't know, it may not be a bad thing. But like I said, I just want this to heat up and try to get rid of all the weed seeds. And they do eat a lot of the weed seeds. You know, they don't eat them all. Now here they come. They all must have figured out what I was doing in here, because I'm getting an army load of them. Watch out. Just like a few months ago, this year was all wood chips, leaves, and straw. And then their poop and table scraps and whatever else we fed in here. Black soldier fly larva. Then us coming out here and mixing it once a day, and them coming out here and mixing it all day. Make some really amazing compost. And some of this too was left over from last year as well, that I didn't get out of here. Of course, it wasn't quite ready. What I'm going to do about a month or so, we'll see what it brings. Need to flip this in about a month or so. Unless I get in and all out, I'll just go back up. Hopefully it gets warm. But I'll sprout. Watch out. Watch out. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. There's a lot more compost in here than I thought there was. Watch out. I didn't think I had that much in here, to be honest with you. I knew there was a lot, but I didn't know it was this much left after I had that filled up. Wow. That's awesome, though. You see this bigger piece. These two bigger pieces I'm going to throw back that way, because I don't want them in there. They're not even close ready. Pretty nice out today. It's not as warm. Well, it's warm. The snow didn't melt like I was hoping it would. A lot of it is melting. But the video that I want to make for you is all, it's not, there's not enough melted for that to be made yet. So hopefully this week I'll get it done. It's supposed to be pretty nice up till Thursday. To be honest with you all, probably tomorrow night would be a good night to make that video. Don't know when I'll get it out, but hopefully I'll make it tomorrow evening when I get home from work. And I think I'm going to let it go at that. I know it's not full, but it's pretty full. So that took about 12 or 13 minutes to fill that up. I'm going to try to get you in close enough you can see how nice that looks. And it has no smell to it. It really doesn't have any smell at all to it. So we'll see if it heats up. If it doesn't heat up, then it's good to go. There's still some bigger particles in there, like this. That's probably off a corn stalk or something. But look how deep this compost is. I don't know if you can. The camera doesn't show it justice. But there's a really cute chicken. How you doing there, lady? Huh? How are you doing? You see yourself? You do, don't you? You can't have my thumb. But there's still a lot of compost in here. I could fill another one of these up. I'm pretty confident I could fill one more of these up yet with what I already got in here. So I'm going to let this go for a month or so. We'll see what it does, see if it heats up. If it heats up good, then I might flip it quicker than that. But if it doesn't, in a month or so, I'll take it out of here. And then I'll start another pile. In about a month is when I'll take the compost they're bedding in their house out. First middle of January. I'll take it out and bring it in here and start this cycle all over again. This was their bedding once out of their house, out of their coop one time. And then everything I made this summer, late summer, early fall, over by their fireplace. That's what all this is. It's in here now. So yeah, just keep cycling it through. So hopefully till the end of this winter, when I go to make my beds or top dress my garden beds this spring, I'll have about 3 or 4 of these rings full of compost, and that would work out perfect for what I need. So that would help justify part of our egg sales not being where they need to be. Sales are where they need to be. The production isn't where it needs to be with the amount of chickens we have. That's quite all right. We'll figure that out in time to come. Some of these chickens we didn't even order. They just sent them to us by mistake. That's why this year we're ordering from a different place. I won't say where we got these from. We ordered meat birds in the spring and we got egg layers. And then when we did get our meat birds, they weren't as many as we ordered. And they said there's no refunds because that was a free batch that we didn't order, which is BS. But anybody that does any of the homesteading conferences knows where these came from. I'll just put it that way. I'm not going to mention their names because up until this past year, they treated us well. But every mess up we've had this year had the same person QC the paperwork that when it got here, it had the same name on it. And they're from Iowa. You can do the math and figure it out, or do your homework and figure it out. I'm not going to say who it was. But anyways, we're not ordering from them this year. I ain't going to say we won't order from them again, but they definitely left a bad taste in my mouth. So I'm going to let that video at that. Right there's our beautiful rooster right there. We call him Angel because of the way his wings look. When he was a little chick, his wings looked like angel wings, and they still look pretty cool, but he is a beautiful boy. Super calm. His crow sounds kind of weird, but he's a good dude. So we'll let this video go at that, and until we meet again, take care and God bless.